What happened here? Whoa. Megan, how are you? Megan, did you get your number?
Yep.
Okay, you got your number. You're good then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are all three of you have a number now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're good with that. But I can do that afterwards. Okay. Grid, is the grid working? Yeah, the grid's working. Okay, cool. That's cool. I'm getting better at this, believe it or not. All right, listen, I'm not going to give you a quiz tomorrow because it was a short week. But if you guys have any questions, you ask me. Now, tomorrow, what time are you meeting with Mr. Hope tomorrow?
I'm not sure.
Around.
Marcy schedule.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking. I have a list here. According to C schedule, 11:39 is the beginning of period 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we say 1 o'clock tomorrow then?
Yeah.
Okay. Sam, Malachi.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. We'll get that. We'll get that worked out the best we can. All right. That's all. That's all we can do. Again, the goal is that hopefully by the first week of May we can take this test. Or actually, I have to be in a class at 3 o'clock this afternoon. With NCCER. So that's where I'm headed when I'm done this test with this class today. All right, we have something else happening. So I'm going to go here, present. Okay, boom, boom. All right, you can see my screen now?
Yeah, it's loading.
Okay, and where did we leave off yesterday?
Outlets.
Outlets, okay, because I'm having problems here with getting everybody. No, we're going to start Lockout Tagout, won't we? Did we do Lockout Tagout yesterday? We did.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we did. Okay, yeah, PPE. That's where we're starting. Remember that?
Yeah.
I do. What's PPE stand for?
Personal protective equipment.
Yeah, and it's amazing. How many times have we been hearing that on TV a day?
A lot.
Yeah, and what is their PPE? Well, mask is one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, face shields,
Gloves.
safety glasses. What's that?
Gloves.
Oh, gloves, man. They must have been going through 1,000 pairs of gloves, a million pairs of gloves by now, Sam. Okay, or more. All right, and face mask and
The plastic thing they put on their head to cover their face.
the face shield.
Yeah,
So,
that-
we've even seen that on the news. Some of the researchers, whatever, I guess if they're dealing with the bloods and stuff, they protect their face as well. So they put face shields on. What do we use a face shield for, Sam?
I forgot what it's called.
I forgot what it's called. Where would we
No.
use a face shield? Somebody tell me, where would we use a face shield in shop? Nobody remembers.
I have it in my head. I just
All right.
can't remember.
How about when we use the grinder?
Yeah, that. Yeah.
What happens when we use the grinder, Malachi?
Sparks fly.
Sparks fly. So do we want a face shield?
Yeah.
What do you think? We don't want to get burnt in the face, do we?
No.
Okay. So sparks fly. Okay. Technically, you could use those when you're cutting wood as well, if you're afraid, because you don't want wood chips flying in your face, do you?
No.
Okay. Last thing you want is a splinter of wood in your eye. That'll hurt a little bit. Yeah. That'll hurt a little bit, so we don't want that to happen. So a face shield is another PPE. We technically have 3 PPEs for our face, don't we? We have face shield we just talked about. What's the most common one we use is what? Come on, most common PPE we use on our face. Safety glasses. And what's the third? We don't use them that often, but they're there.
The goggles.
The goggles, sure. If we're dealing with chemicals or splashes and we want a tight fit around our eyes, okay, we can put goggles on. Okay, that type of thing. All right. So PPE, and going back to OSHA, who's responsible for supplying most of the PPE to the employee?
The employer.
The employer, yes. And what's the other thing the employer has to do if he or she is providing PPE? He or she, go ahead.
Make sure the environment is safe.
Okay. What else? What's more important than that at this point?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you know the proper way of putting on a face mask? Do you know the
No.
proper way of putting on a face shield?
No.
No, it's the employer's responsibility to make sure that you are trained on every piece of PPE that they
Yeah.
give you. Okay, even if it's a dust mask. Okay, it's a whole 1 minute class to learn how to put it on, but OSHA says that the employer must show you. That way, if it goes on wrong, it's on wrong. Okay, and to be quite honest with you, okay, I went to the Acme last week, and there's this guy, and he had a dust mask on his face, you know, because everybody was wearing masks, and lo and behold, he had it on upside down. So apparently he bought it somewhere or got it somewhere, and he never used one before, and he put it on the way he thought it should be on, and it was on upside down. Okay, so, and if you're working in the field and you don't have that piece to pinch your nose and stuff to keep things out, well then it's not going to be as effective. So that's why it's the employer's responsibility to make sure that you understand how to put all your PPE on, that type of thing. Okay, so, and it says here that PPE is used in dangerous conditions, all right, by looking around the job sites. Okay, sometimes the employer will require certain PPE, and sometimes the employer gives you options to PPE. What now? Let's think of the shop. What are you required to wear in the shop across the street? Versus
Safety glasses and
you're
gloves.
you're required to use safety glasses. You're not required to use gloves for everything, Megan, but there are times when you are required to have gloves on. Okay? If you're for unloading a truck or something. And then again, we'll talk a few minutes. What about gloves? Okay? Would we use cloth gloves to load wood? Probably not, because if we have cloth gloves, can a splinter go through them? Sure. Okay? And we won't use the rubber plastic gloves that they use in a doctor's office. Why? Because if the splinter went through that, what would it do to the glove now? Okay?
Tear it.
It would tear the glove up. Sure. So we need to have the particular gloves, safety, face equipment, whatever, okay, for whatever situation we're working in. All right? And that's the way that works. And it says here that PPE is the last line of defense against personal injury. Okay, well, what do they mean by last line of defense? Okay, if there's other features that they can put into play, okay, then they would be first. Remember, we just talked a minute ago about the putting a face shield on if we're using the grinder. And why are we doing that? We're doing that because we don't want sparks flying.
Yeah.
Okay, who's ever had a key made?
I did.
Okay, you went to the store, you went to Home Depot, you went to the hardware store, and did you watch them make the key, Sam?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
it's like the machine you use to grind the chisel.
Okay, it's almost like a grinder. This is where I'm going. And when they're cutting out the key, what happens, Sam? The sparks fly?
Yeah.
Okay, sparks fly. But what's the one thing that machine has that our grinder doesn't have? And I know it for a fact.
You got a cover over it.
It has a plastic shield or cover on the machine itself. Therefore, is it necessary for us to put a face shield on when we're using the key machine? No, because the key machine was built with a cover. The grinder we have downstairs, yeah, that was built with covers at one time too, but unfortunately they got ripped off. All right, and I'm thinking of buying another grinder, one with a cover, at some point. All right, so then we'll see the differences there. All right, but it says right here, okay, PPE is the last line of defense. So if there's a cover on the grinder, then the face shield, we should still put safety glasses on. Okay, if there's a cover over a saw, then we just have to be careful and maybe put safety glasses on, that type of thing. All right. Another time we use PPE, we use a respirator, all right, for breathing if there's chemicals in the air. Well, what can we do before we get a lot of chemical odor in the air? What can we do? How can we make the chemical odor not be that strong? So somebody think about that.
I'm not sure. Turn on the dust collector.
Okay, turn on the dust collector. You're pretty close, Sam. What else can we do besides the dust collector? If we have odors in the room, Sam, what do we do?
Spray.
If it gets hot in the room, what do we do?
Turn on the AC.
Open the window.
We open the windows. We ventilate.
Oh.
Okay, we ventilate. All right. Okay, I think Mr. Hove also has a fan in one of the windows over there, does he not?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, so he's sucking the odors out via the fan, and he opens windows. Okay, so he ventilates. So instead of you getting the whole odor into your body, you're only getting a little tiny bit if you're getting anything, because the ventilation system is sucking it all out. All right. So that's something the employer put in place, the ventilation system, if you would. All right, that type of thing. Okay, Megan, I'm going to ask you this question, and probably not the guys, but do you ever go to a nail salon?
Yes.
Okay, and that's a horrible smell, isn't it? Where you get used to it. Because I know when I take my wife and I drop my wife off, I can't wait to get out of there. Okay?
I love the smell, to be honest.
Jeez. Jeez. But anyway, okay. Do they have ventilation in there, Megan? Do they have fans running? Exhaust fans? Of course they do. All right.
I also got face mask too.
Okay, but they have face masks. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about that for a minute. Yes, they have face masks, but do they have a face mask because of the odors, or do they have a face mask because when they're clipping your nails, okay, pieces of your nail could fly in their face or fly into their mouth?
Yeah.
Both.
It's both. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So they might have I don't know if they have a special face mask, but they might have a mask that does two different things. All right. You see where I'm going with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. They want to protect from breathing in the fumes, but on the same hand, they want to protect from getting bodily fluids, if you remember that word from OSHA, all right, or bodily parts into their mouth. Okay, that's not a good thing. All right, so they're using a face mask, and they're using it for two different reasons at the same time. Okay, and on the same hand, maybe some of you, if you're too close to something that's getting cut, you're putting a face mask on not only to protect the fumes, but maybe there's shavings flying, all right? But more importantly, and I use the what do we call the places? Nail salon. Is that a good word, Megan? Hello, Megan. Is that a good word, nail salon?
Yes.
Okay, Megan's off. She went home. She's going out of here. Elvis has left the building. Thank you very much. Okay, anyway, so you see where we went with that? Two different things, all right? So, and here's a couple things here. Inspect our PPE. Well, we inspect everything. Hasn't Mr. Schmidt beat that into you yet? Okay, inspect your tools, inspect your job site, inspect what you're doing. Okay, inspect it. All right, especially glasses. If the glass is broke or something, they're no good to you. Okay, make sure you properly care for your PPE. Don't let it get thrown around, all right? Use properly when it is needed. And we're going to talk about that in a minute, all right? And never alter or modify, okay? So this hat here, see this hat?
Yep.
Where's the front? Where's the front? Where's the back? This is what?
That's the back.
That's the back. That means this is the front. That means when we wear this is always over our forehead and over our eyes. We don't turn them around like a baseball cap like we do Well, we don't, Sam. And we don't wear them on the side like the rappers do. You know what I mean? Boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. You know, and all that stuff. We don't want to do that. So this hat has to be on properly. Okay. So there's a couple things there that we want to follow with PPE. Clothing and jewelry. What's that got to do with PPE? Okay. Well, do not wear clothing or jewelry that could get caught in the machinery. Okay, guys. I've been married for 48 years. Okay. I never wear my wedding band when I'm working. Very rarely do I wear it because it's a habit to leave it off. My wife and I are going out, yes, I put it on. Okay, why don't I wear my wedding band? Because I'm afraid of getting my finger caught in something. Right?
Or it could slip off and fall in the machine.
Well, I could too, Sam, not me, because, well, you know what, Sam, I'm losing weight, so maybe it will fall off. Hey, thanks, Sam, that's a good one. all this weight I lost, you know? These guys aren't going to recognize me when you see me, but that's all right. Okay, so now we're okay. So jewelry. So yes, you can get caught in the machinery. All right. How about a necklace? These guys wear a chain. Okay, a lot of us because we're religious. We wear a religious chain, or we wear another type of chain. Okay.
Yeah, look, I got this one.
Well, I can't see it, Sam, because I got
It's
the
a
thing on.
gold thing with a gold cross.
Okay, so let me come back to here. All right, there you go. Show us. All right, so he's got a chain with a cross. Now that chain looks pretty tight on your neck. So if you bend over, does it? No, I didn't mean it like that, Sam. If you bend over, does it hang down?
Yeah, it does.
A little bit, okay, but it doesn't go past your chin. It doesn't look like.
No.
So, but if you got something like a long necklace or something like that, like the girls wear, or something like that, okay, the possibility of that getting caught in a piece of equipment is there. Now, a lot of the chains are real flimsy, okay, and real cheap. So if it gets caught, it might just pull the chain and break the chain before you have the opportunity of getting caught. And if you think back, what did they do to our lanyards last year for our school IDs?
They added the Velcro.
They added a Velcro to the lanyard. So therefore, if it starts to get pulled by something, what's the Velcro going to do? It's going to break it off. Okay, so we don't get pulled into the machine, or we don't get choked or anything like that. As a matter of fact, that was my idea to do that. We did that at Tasty Cake. Tasty Cake, everybody had to wear an ID. Okay, had it on a breakaway. It wasn't Velcro. It was something else that we bought, but it was a breakaway lanyard, so you're not going to get caught. It's just going to break away. Okay, and clothing. All right, some of you guys and some of you gals, you like to wear the baggy jeans, okay, and stuff like that. Well, the baggy jeans and baggy shirts, all right, when they're ruffled and they hang off, can they get caught in a piece of equipment? They can. Okay, so it's not a good idea to wear baggy or loose clothing, if that's a better word, when you're working around machinery. All right, and we talked about this a little bit with the machine guarding, but it's the same thing. Okay, they're calling them dragging pants. All right, that type of thing. And look at this: must wear a shirt at all times. Well, yeah, you should. And it says in some tasks you're required to wear a long sleeve shirt. So if we're doing a lot of cutting and grinding where there's sparks shooting all the time, should we have a short sleeve or a long sleeve shirt on?
Long sleeve.
Long sleeve. Why?
Because you don't want it getting in your arms.
You don't want the pieces hitting your arms, thus possibly burning you. Things like that. All right. The other thing, and it doesn't say it here, but I'm going to throw this in. All right. We had a situation once when I was at Tasty Cake where the fire watch for a welder wasn't paying 100% attention, and his shirt caught fire. All right, his shirt actually caught fire from the pieces flying from the welding. So what we did after that situation is that we went back to the company that supplied the uniforms for the maintenance guys, and we told them that we needed a flame retardant shirt. Now, some of you that might have little brothers or sisters, you might be aware, you could ask your mom later on. Okay, a lot of the pajamas made for little kids, they have to be flame retardant, so they can't catch fire easy and stuff like that. So we had to go back and we had to re-outfit everyone with flame retardant shirts. All right, so they won't burn, they won't catch fire, that type of thing. All right. So hard hats, we just talked about it a little bit. Okay, typical hard hat, outer shell, there's a webbing inside that keeps it spaced. Mine has a ratchet in the back where I can adjust the band. Some of them don't. Some of them you just have to adjust however you want it to adjust so that it fits you. Okay. You don't alter your hard hat in any way. You inspect your hard hat. Now listen, if you're working outside, they do make. You see these little clips here? See these little holes?
Yeah.
They do make equipment. Okay. They do make equipment that you could buy, like earmuffs. Okay, or face shields and stuff like that clip into your hard hat. So, like if you're working outside in the winter, they actually make an earmuff that you can clip to your hard hat. Okay, so you keep the rest of your face warm, stuff like that. But buy the proper stuff. Don't buy anything. Buy what's recommended for the particular type of hard hat that you're using. Okay. Inspect your hard hat after every time you use it. If there are any cracks or dents, if the webbing straps are worn, etc., all right, wash it, do what you got to do. Now, before I even get into the hard hat, before I say anything else, okay, I'm walking in a building and a guy drops a wrench from 2 stories up and hits me on my hard hat. Okay? Am I going to feel that? Yes, I am. Am I going to get a headache? Maybe. But I don't have a big gash in my head, do I? Because my hard hat was on my head properly. Now, what do I do with that hard hat? Do I kiss it and say thank you for saving my life or what?
No.
What do I do? Or maybe, what do I do?
Get a new one.
Why?
Because the top of that one is already damaged.
You're very right. Okay, we don't know the integrity of this hard hat anymore. It was designed to take an impact. It took an impact. Okay, is it going to take another impact? We don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. We don't know. So it is recommended, and OSHA recommends that if the hard hat takes a hit, you replace it. Okay, you replace the hard hat. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2, you ever been on a job site? You see these guys, they got 482 stickers all over their hard hat. You ever see a guy's hard hat with stickers on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find one here. Hang on. That didn't work, did it? Okay, let's see. Okay, look at that guy's hard hat. What's wrong with that picture?
He got it on backwards.
Well, you're right. He does have it on backwards. That's one. What else?
There's a lot of stickers, I'm guessing.
It's covering his eye.
All right. But what else? What about all the stickers, Malachi? You said there's a lot of stickers. You're right.
What about them?
Yeah, what about them?
I don't know.
You don't know. What did we read 3 minutes ago? It said, inspect your hard hat for cracks. Did it not?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if it's stickers
Okay.
on it, you gotta see the cracks.
Can I see the cracks?
No.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay? Seriously? No. Okay, who's laughing? It's not funny.
That's my grandma.
Hey, Grandma, how are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Good. Okay, so the guy's got too many stickers on his hat. Now, over here, okay, he is allowed to have that sticker on his hat because what's it say? It identifies him as a CPR person. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay? Or if he had a sticker that says OSHA 30 train, as you guys were given, all right, you're allowed to wear that. And a lot of guys, what they'll do right here, they'll put an American flag on their hat. There's certain stickers that OSHA will allow you to have on your hat, okay? If you're some kind of trained in something that other people need to know, that type of thing, and you are allowed to wear the American flag, okay? This is not too bad, okay? With this guy here, he's totally out of control. And look, he's got things that say Levi's, and he's got something here, and some of these don't even look like they're, well, there you go. This one says building trades or something, okay? But, okay, and he just has too many stickers on his hat, and if there was a crack or a nick in that hard hat, well, we can't say it because it could be hidden by a sticker. Right? Does that make a lot of sense?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm glad it does. Okay, because that's exactly what's happening there. All right. This guy here, that's not too bad, but I don't know why he's got. I don't know what they are. All right. OSHA only wants you to wear stickers that are okay. OSHA only wants you to have stickers that are mean something. So now that we're here, look at this. It's a sticker or not the sticker, and it says, does OSHA allow hard hat stickers? Well, let's go here. Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
Okay. The age-old question, can I have a hard hat sticker? Okay. You're a site safety manager, a large heavily industrial facility. You've used adhesive stickers on the hard hats, bada bada. The new corporate safety director pays you a visit and expresses significant concern the workers are allowed and even required to have adhesive stickers on the hard hats. He demands that you remove them, not due to company policy, but rather because OSHA doesn't allow hard hat stickers. Okay, is he correct, or does OSHA allow the use of adhesive stickers on head protection of any type? Answer. Okay, in a letter from the federal, okay, John, that makes the following statements. All right, CFR do not contain revisions explicitly written painting, replacing sticker standards that easily affect the painting. Letter goes on to reference, okay, which requires that PPE be maintained in a sanitary and reliable condition. OSHA respondent states to ensure the helmet is good and remains in a reliable condition. The helmet must be inspected prior to use for signs of dents, cracks, penetration, or any damage due, okay, or that might reduce the degree of protection originally provided. All right. Paints and stickers may eliminate electrical resistance, and depending on the location and quantity, conceal defects, cracks, penetrations. What did I just say 2 minutes ago? How about that? Okay. So, for reasons of painting or applying stickers must be performed in accordance with manufacturer's instructions, things like that. Okay. Cannot demonstrate it all. Okay. And if I want to keep on reading, okay, it's short of saying no, falls short of saying no, okay, but puts it back on the manufacturer, that type of thing. All right, now, we all know who Miss Swift is, correct? And Miss Swift's husband has his own construction company. And I actually taught some of his guys some of my OSHA things. And his construction company, all right, he's got like 4 or 5 guys in the construction company that ride motorcycles. So they were able to go to a hard hat supplier, and the hard hat was made with a Harley Davidson on the hard hat. See if I can find it. Yeah, okay, so I didn't find Harley Davidson. Yeah, right there. All right? You see this hard hat?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's painted by the manufacturer. Therefore, if there's any cracks or dents, you're going to see them, are you not?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're going to see cracks or dents because this is painted on. Just like this here, this decal is part of the manufacturing put it on. Okay, so that is definitely permitted. All right, the other thing, like I said, OSHA will allow you to wear, well, American flag. Well, we're all Americans here, right? So that's something that they allow. Now, if you're from another country, okay, the employer should not have a problem with you wearing the flag of your country, all right, as long as it's done with the same respect as the other guys wearing theirs, all right? It's the extra stickers that people put all over their hard hats that's causing the issues, all right? These hard hats were painted and coated by the manufacturer Therefore, they are allowed to be as is. All right. So that was pretty cool. We found that there. That type of thing. All right. This here, okay, Valvoline. Does everybody know what Valvoline? Look at this guy. I don't know what the heck that's all about. Does everybody know what Valvoline is? Valvoline is an oil. Okay. So maybe the people that work for Valvoline, maybe they all have hard hats that the manufacturer put their label on them. We have some hard hats across the street that someone donated. Some company bought hard hats with their name on them, and then they decided they didn't want them. So the company donated them to us. Okay? And as we need hard hats, I will give them out. I don't care whose name on them. They're free, so that kind of helps everything along. But you are allowed to put your company's name or something like that on the hard hat. Okay? It's just you don't want to get it all crazy. Is that a hard hat? Or is that that's just stickers? Okay? You don't want to get it too crazy where you cannot inspect and see the cracks or the nicks or things like that, like this one here is. All right? Does that kind of cover that? Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay. And moving right along, okay? Wow, man, we just spent 20 minutes on that little paragraph. Isn't that cool? All right, I have face protection, okay? We already talked about some of these earlier today, did we not? Grinding, using power saws and other tools, equipment that can throw out solid material. Okay, what happened? Let's say we're cutting up some lumber in the shop, and it's old lumber, and we were told that to cut it in half so we can put it in the dumpster. And we do that all the time, don't we, guys and gals?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're cutting a piece of wood just to cut it in half to put it in the dumpster, and we missed the fact that someone knocked the nail down so we wouldn't get the nail through our hand, and we're going to put it through the saw, and we missed the nail, and that saw hits that nail. Where's that nail going? That nail is flying across that shop. Okay, and if someone doesn't have their safety glasses on, yes, it can land in an eye. Well, the same thing. Okay, I know Mr. Hope doesn't enforce hard hats all the time, but think about that. If you had a nail flying across the shop and hit you on the head, what's going to happen?
It's going to possibly go in your head.
Yeah, that would be an ouch, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay? So, that's why I kind of like hard hats most of the time when you're on any type of a job site. But it is what it is, and we'll leave it go like that. Okay, so grinding, chipping, okay, leads and tars, tar pots, okay. Well, what they're saying here is, guys, and I'll tell you what, half the times I see roofers, they don't have safety glasses on, all right? They don't even have their ladders extended 3 feet above the ground. I'm sorry, above the roof when they're getting on their ladder. So it is what it is. And arc welding is welding, okay? That is especially, so if you're not trained in arc welding, you won't be arc welding, but that's something you might want to get into at another point, okay? So here's some eye protection here. Safety glasses. Now, these proper safety glasses have the shields on the side. Now, I don't know if you had the opportunity to see me in my new safety glasses that I had in the shop, but I got a new eyeglass prescription this year. And with that eyeglass prescription, I ordered a pair of safety glasses. So I have a pair of safety glasses that are my prescription. It has the shields, has the whole bit. I keep them in my new office that I put downstairs, so I don't have to put the other type over my glasses. Now, Megan, you wear glasses, so it is up to you. If you ever get out on the field, you could ask your employer if you can wear prescription safety glasses, or your employer needs to supply you with a pair of safety glasses that will go over your eyeglasses. All right. Goggles are a little different. Okay, goggles hug the face. Or the thing you have to remember with goggles is the fact that if you're working around chemicals, the goggles need to be approved for certain chemical strengths, because we don't want the chemical getting on the rubber of the goggle and thus maybe eating the rubber away. All right, so it's important to know that. Now, right here, I need everyone to kind of read this. Make sure you understand this, because there's usually a question on the test about goggles for welding. Okay, first of all, for welding, they use tinted shields. Okay, the filter lens, which is in the shield, okay, can't be less than a number 10. All right, helpers and employees working in the vicinity should not look directly at the welding process, et cetera, et cetera. All right, so I'm telling you right now, something in here is probably going to be on your test. So make sure you know a little bit about shields, face shields, and the welding, the tint, the filter lens that is used for welding. Okay. Can't say more than that about that. Just make sure that you cover that a little bit. All right. Follow general precautions for eye care. Report all eye injuries. Yeah. Okay. Always report your eye injury. All right. To your supervisor. Do not try to remove the foreign material. Now, I'll tell you what. I used to teach at a postgraduate school, and the students were changing light bulbs one day. They were changing the fluorescent lights, and one of the tubes broke. This guy was taking it down, and he got a piece of the glass from the fluorescent light in his eye. Okay. Fortunately, it was in a place where I was able to take the Q-tip and get it out. But once we got it out, we sent him immediately for professional care to make sure that there weren't any other pieces in his eye. All right. But again, okay, should have had safety glasses on when he was changing the lights. This is what Mr. Hogan and I try to tell you all the time in the shop. All right. It's important. You only have one set of eyes, okay? You only have one set of eyes. The other thing we teach you in the shop, you don't throw things. Don't throw nails. Don't throw screws, all right? Why? They can land up in somebody's eye. Do we want that to happen? Absolutely not, okay? And then if you do get dirt stuff in your eyes, keep your hands away from your eyes. You know, you can do more damage if you're rubbing your eye. Get scratch your cornea or something like that. Then you're going to wind up down at Will's Eye Hospital, possibly surgery or something like that, to get your eye fixed. All right, they're telling everybody right now with this COVID thing not to touch your eyes because they're saying if you have the germs, you can get it, you know, into your eyes like that. All right, flood your eyes with water. All right, we have an eye wash up. We have not set up yet. I'm dying to get it set up in the plumbing, but you have an eye wash station. We have one in the basement. We have an eye wash station in the first floor shop. Who can tell me off the top of their head where the eye wash station is on the first floor?
It's next to the classroom.
Next to what?
The classroom.
Very good. Next to the big window where the MSDS book is. Yeah. Okay. There is an eye wash there. It's a portable eye wash, but it is an eye wash. Okay. It looks something like this. If I can find one real quick. Oh no, can't find the one we have. Look at that. What the heck? Okay, so what we have something like this, but we only have one bottle in it. Okay, this is what we have in the shop. We have a green piece like this that has one bottle in it, and the idea is that you break the bottle. Now listen to me. You see this all sealed up and all?
Yeah.
Okay, just like when you buy your ketchup in the store, it's all sealed and you have to unwrap it, right? That means that no one put their fingers into your ketchup, right, Sam? So it's the same thing with this. We want this solution to be sterile. So this solution here, you'll take the seal off, or someone, if you can't see, someone will all help you take the seal off. They'll break the cap, and they'll start pouring the solution into your eye. So once the solution is dumped into your eye, and you feel better, and there's still a half a bottle of solution, what do we do with the half a bottle of solution now, okay?
We put it up, I guess.
Put it back? What do you
Yeah.
think, Megan? What's Megan think? Megan's not there again.
You don't put it back.
You don't put it back because
for the new bottle.
once you broke the seal here, you broke the sterility of it, okay?
Yes.
That means it's not sterile anymore, and germs, bacteria, whatever. You either take it home with you or toss it. But now I don't have anything in that slot, so how do I get another bottle in that slot?
You have to order some.
Well, do you order it or do you report it to your employer?
You report it to the
You
employer.
report it to your employer, and the employer hopefully keeps some in stock so that almost immediately after using this one, they can get another one in there for you. That is
Are
really,
you,
what is it?
are you supposed to use the whole bottle or no?
Well, that's a good question, Malachi. It depends on how bad the what's in your eye. Okay, usually you start flushing your eye, you'll feel it come out. Okay, and if you still feel it's irritated, yeah, then just keep pouring. Now this particular one has 2 bottles, so you can just keep on going. Okay, or get over to the sink and flush with the sink. But use as much as you think you need to have. Okay, to get the wash out of your eye. Right. So as you can see, there's many different types of eye wash stations. All right. That type of thing. And we do have one that we're going to run plumbing for one day and get it in place. But right now, this is what we're doing at the shop as well. Okay. So that covers eyewear. All right. Gloves. All right. On many construction sites, you must wear heavy-duty gloves to protect your hands. Okay, we had a guy at Tasty Cake. He was carrying sheet metals. Everybody know what sheet metal is? Comes in 4x8 sheets, just like plywood does. But what's the difference? One's metal and one's wood.
Yeah.
And he wasn't using the proper gloves, and he slipped, and the sheet metal went into his hand. Okay, and he cut 2 of his nerves off inside his finger, and he had to get like a bazillion stitches. Okay, and couldn't do his job for a couple of weeks because he wasn't wearing the proper gloves. If he was wearing gloves at all, so it is always important to make sure that you're wearing the right gloves. All right, let's talk about that. We have a couple different shops at school, right? So we're in our shop. What do you think the best glove to wear in our shop, Sam?
Leather.
Leather, okay. Leather work gloves, all right? All right, so I'm going to go work gloves, all right? I'm going to go images, all right? And this is basically what we should wear in our shop, right? Something like that?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
really know names.
What's that?
I don't really know names.
That's okay, Sam. That's okay. But this is a work glove. This is a normal work glove. All right. Now I'm going to go into the nursing office thing. Okay. And what do I have there?
Plastic gloves.
That's what a nurse would wear, right?
Yeah. That's what
Okay.
I got.
Who else at shop? Who else in our school might wear those?
The lunch people.
The lunch people. Okay. The lunch people, not culinary arts. Well, we're going to talk about that. But yeah, if they're handling food, if they're handling the food, yeah, they can wear those gloves. Okay, they can wear those gloves if they're handling the food. There's another shop that might have a glove like this too. Who is it?
Health occupations.
Well, we already talked about nursing. Yeah, health occupations. How about COS?
Oncology. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How about COS? Because COS uses chemicals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so COS, culinary arts using food and health occupations would use that glove. Now, let me do this. Look at that. What's the guy doing? He's cutting his hand.
Yeah.
Who would wear that glove?
Culinary arts.
Culinary arts, if they're cutting food up, right? If they're cutting tomatoes or cutting meat or whatever the case they may do, they're going to wear a Kevlar glove. And you all know the word Kevlar because you hear about police, their vest. Okay, that's what their vests are made out of. Okay, Kevlar. So this material is designed that you can't cut through it. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of different gloves out there. We also use these. Well, we use them in brown, but that's okay. We use these gloves like these.
Yeah, I think I've seen them.
Yeah. What are they for? They're more or less just to help us grip things and keep our hands from getting dirty. Okay, they don't have much other use. You can buy them in Home Depot for probably less than $1 a pair. Okay, so they don't have a lot of use, right? But they keep us from getting our hands cut, stuff like that. All right, and one other glove that we might see in the school. Okay, look at that. How about the ladies that clean our facilities every day, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they have chemicals, don't they?
Yeah.
So what are these gloves doing? These gloves are keeping them from getting the chemicals and ruining their skin. You know what? Right now my hands are terrible. I don't know about you guys and gals, but you know they've been telling you to wash your hands so much and stuff like that. Your hands just get raw from the soaps and stuff. Okay, so these gloves here, when these people are working and cleaning and using bleaches and using other chemicals, okay, these gloves keep them from getting their hands all chopped up and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go back to here. Wow, look at all we got out of that little section. Okay. Again, make sure you read some of this. There's some more gloves. All right, electricians, rubber insulated gloves if you're doing electrical work, that type of thing. There's all kinds of gloves out there. Know a little bit about them. Okay. Know a little bit about your gloves. All right. Wow, we just killed it 1 page in an hour almost. That's crazy, but we did. So we'll stop with light protection, and we'll pick up with light protection tomorrow. Now tomorrow is a crazy day, right? So 1 o'clock. Everybody good for 1 o'clock?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
Because I actually have to go to another class at 3 o'clock. All right. Try to get all this on board. All right. All three of you now have your number. Megan, did you get your number this morning?
Yep.
Okay, so you got your number. All right, everybody's got a number now. Oh, you do anyway. What's that?
Where would the number be?
Didn't I send it to you?
I'll check.
Did you send me your social security information?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well, I should have sent it back to you. If you didn't get it, let me know and I'll send it again to you. You should have got yours last week. Sam, I think, what day did you get yours, Sam? You and Malachi should have got yours back the same day.
I'm not sure. I think.
All right, well, Malachi, look back before the break.
Okay.
Okay, and see if you got your number back to you, because I know I sent them. If you don't have it, I put them in a database, so I'll be able to get it for you.
Okay.
Okay. See you tomorrow. Let me get out of all this here.